Hi everyone, here we are, module 3 has finally been posted. I apologize for the delay, but I was doing some tweaking of the module and some updating that I really wanted to do before I published it. So first things first, module 3 is going to look very much like modules 1 and 2. It's broken into a 2-week format. The first week you're going to be reviewing your concepts and working with your partner. And then in the second week you're going to be working on an individual case study. And these are ideally going to help set you up for your final project, which you're actually going to be starting in just the next module. So as we look at Module 3, I do want to point out a few things to pay attention to that might be a little bit different, but nothing too out of the ordinary. So here we are on our home page, and again, you can see the concepts that we're covering in this module. A lot of macroeconomic concepts. So for those of you who have only taken macro, you can breathe a sigh of relief there. If you haven't taken macro concepts, a lot of these are really common. They're very much in the news and all around us, so I really like this unit for that. Then I also have your partner assignments, so those are the people that you're going to be working with this first week. I also have the 6 competencies of our course up on the home page. Now, I really am going to spend more time on these 6 competencies this week, and you're going to be doing 2 reflection activities with each. So at the end of this first week, week 5, you're going to do a reflection video on which competencies you feel most confident with. And then later on in our module, at the end of week 6, you're going to do a reflection activity with discussing which of the competencies that you feel like you want to improve on during the next part of our course. So our homepage again looks very similar to what we've been working on all semester, but I do want to go ahead and point out some navigation things for you. So when you're on the home page, you can scroll down and click Next, and that will take you to the first page of our module. You can also click here on Modules, and it'll show you all of the content we've done so far. So I'm going to minimize Module 2 now that we're done with that, and look at Module 3. I really encourage you, as you go through the material, to please do it in order, in sequential order. So here we are at the overview page we just looked at. The next thing I want you to look at is this very first assignment, and it's called Module 3 Contribution. And with this assignment, which is missing the video, I will update that momentarily. You're going to be asked to really think about how you're participating in this course. And I want to make sure that you are engaged and you're able to converse with your classmates and with myself. So this is really going to look at your ability to do that over the next 2 weeks. And there's a video that will be here that will give you more details, so please watch that before you do anything else in the module this week. Then I'm going to click Next, and that's going to take us to our first page. Again, I've just laid out the group assignments for you, and we're going to be working on evaluating this week, which I think is an interesting aspect that not many consider when doing an analytical work. The second thing I want to point out about this module, and was previous in the module 2, are these Edpuzzles. So Edpuzzle is a program that is going to allow you to watch a video that I've assigned, and sometimes you're going to be answering questions during that video. So what I would like, and what is a requirement, is that you watch these videos as a logged in member of our course. So you can see it says my name here. I can start the assignment when I'm ready. It's 10 minutes in length. But with that being said, all of the videos must be watched through Edpuzzle. And you must be logged in to watch them, so that way I can see that you are watching them. When you click Start Assignment, it will bring up a YouTube thing here. Please do not watch it through YouTube. That defeats the purpose of using Edpuzzle, and you won't get credit if you watch it in YouTube instead of Edpuzzle. So please be very careful of these. They're embedded throughout Module 3. So I really want to make sure that you are using Edpuzzle correctly. So here we have, again, some resources related to Module 3. Again, a lot of macroeconomics in this module. For your partner case study this week, we're going to take it more global, and I want to look at China's pollution. And there's a lot that you can analyze here in terms of policy work and externalities. So I think this will be a really interesting discussion for you and your partner. Instead of doing the initial discussion on Tuesday this week, because I am late in posting the module, I'm going to go ahead and forego that. We are only going to do our Thursday discussion, in which you are going to answer these questions before you meet with your partner. And this is just a good way of practicing and making sure that you're ready for that assignment before you Skype call. And that's my goal. The next thing with your partner assignment for this module, I have amended the assignment slightly. I've gotten rid of the sections that ask you to do a self-review and a peer review. At this point, being in Module 3, I think that we can expect that from each of you, and you should go into your assignments and your peer video chats ready to discuss and talk about the issues, already having looked at the concepts and the resources. So you will not need to be completing those two kind of lengthy sections anymore, but if you do run into a problem working with your partner, reaching out to your partner, communicating with your partner, anything at all, please do converse that with me so I can help you in any way. So here's that first competency-based activity that you're going to be doing, and again, you're going to create a video here of yourself discussing these competencies. Then on to week 2 is when you get to pick your individual case studies, and I have 2 really interesting ones for you to start with. One is education, which really hones in again on externalities, and because you guys are all students, I thought that that would be a really interesting area for you to look at more and how it relates to economics. And then here, case study 2 is looking more at monetary policy and specifically quantitative easing, which is a form of monetary policy. And I know many of you are interested in macroeconomic policies, so I wanted to bring in something related to that for you to look at. Because we are looking at fiscal and monetary policy this week and government budgets, there are so many topics in this realm that you could choose to study. So I really want you to feel free in this course to study things that you're interested in. And if you're not particularly interested in either of these case studies, go ahead and think about something else that you would like to learn more about. And then all you need to do is send me a message and say, Mrs. Goodman, I'd like to study this, and we'll talk about it for a little bit. And then usually that has not been an issue. You can study something outside of these 2 case studies. All right, and just progressing a little bit through week 2, after you choose your case study, again, you're going to post in this discussion board your initial thoughts on the case study. And again, in order to really benefit from the course, you should be coming back to these discussions often to communicate with your classmates, not just post it once and then leave and never think about it again. So you're going to just choose one of those 3 boards to post in. And then here's our final assignment for the week, which is, again, that individual case study. And the purpose of this assignment is really, again, to get you ready for that final project that we're going to be working on for the final 6 weeks of our course. So if you have already done a position paper, you've already done a video, you've already done what you feel confident doing, I really want to open another realm for you. As you post in the discussion boards this week, this second week, for which topics you're interested in, I encourage you also to reach out to your classmates, maybe someone that you have shared interest with, or someone that you've partnered with previously and you work together really well, and consider maybe doing a partner project, maybe do a partner interview or a partner discussion, or just thinking outside the box, something you could do collaboratively and turn in as a group. That would be amazing to try for this week. So again, I'm just trying to push your limits of what you're comfortable doing, helping you to try and think outside the box and not just think that everything has to be a paper or a video or just something straightforward. Go ahead and feel that you can take risks in this class, and that you can try something new and just have fun with it. And hopefully, we're learning along the way. So I'm really excited about week 3. I really enjoy macroeconomics too. So this is really honing into what I personally pay attention to and study the most. So if you have any questions or concerns, of course, reach out to me through email or Slack or Canvas messages. Otherwise, I really look forward to this module together. All right, have a great 2 weeks.